Hello there, everybody. It's me, Paddy from across the shock, back at you again. Now, this is an interesting little video. It is for me. This is a knife I bought from AliExpress. Now, it doesn't say it in the description, but on receiving the knife, it says, let's see if you can see that. Let me just get it. A.G. Russell. Very well stamped in. 12C27. Now, A.G. Russell is an old American company. It's run by a man and his wife, I believe. Now, he passed away about a year ago, but he makes high-end knives. Now, when I say he makes, most of his knives are made in China. So, bear with me now and follow my theme. Now, I have this A.G. Russell, which people know. It's been in my collection. This was given to me as a present years ago by one of my subs. Beautiful shield, beautiful fit and finish knife. And this was an 8CR13. Okay. This is just a stunning knife. Really useful. It's like a sawed buster type knife. Beautiful part of my collection. Obviously it's a gift, so it'll stay there forever. So I was really happy with A.G. Russell, and I'd done a little bit of investigation at the time, found out that they're made in China and reasonably priced. So I didn't know what price that was because it was a gift. When I was on AliExpress, I seen this. It's my favourite blade shape, which is the Wharncliffe, and it was £25. And I thought, oh, that looks nice. I didn't realise. Now, at the time, and I've had this quite a while, I showed it a quick look at it when I first got it. With A.G. Russell passing away, I'm just wondering if the company in China, because they don't have feelings, they have business acumen, if they're now selling off the knives that they had pre-made for him, or they're using his name in the making of knives, as China tends to do. Not sure. But for £25, I thought, well, this is worth a little look, just to see what it's like. Well, the fit and finish in this is amazing. The fit and finish on this is amazing. For a £25 knife, it is exceptional. So, I'm no further on. Look, in our modern knives, I don't mind clones anyway. But, you know, and I say that, I don't like people to rip people off. And this with his name on it is kind of ripping somebody off. But I don't know what the policy was when they sold the knives, because a lot of companies, I have found out, again, this is just Paddy having a wee chat. Please feel free to nicely put your point. But when people get stuff made for them in China, they get it made for a certain amount of time, then they just hand the rights on to the Chinese and they can do it. And a lot of companies know that's happening. And they know that's going to happen before they buy in China. So you have to take that into consideration. Now, I don't want to speak, the poor man has passed away, so I have no idea if his wife and I think his wife and maybe his sons are part of the business. But this is being sold in AliExpress. They're not using his name when you're buying it. But the fit and finish of this knife is just stunning. Now, it's all stainless steel, and it's 12C27. Now, it takes a razor's edge. It really is a lovely edge. I have used this a bit, so I dropped it a bit. But it really does take an absolute razor's edge. The grinds on it when it came to me were a little bit off. I had to do a little bit of work just to get them even. But they are it is such a, and it's a good weighty knife, you know what I mean? It feels like a solid knife. It's bone, it's just cow bone that's been dyed. The jigging is done on a machine. It's, you know, it's absolutely fine for £25. And that Wharncliffe, look at that, how beautiful that is. Obviously the nail nick, I'm not sure what this shield would be called, probably a shield or a teardrop, whichever way you want to call it. It's just a beautiful, beautiful knife. The bone jigging is not high quality. And when I say high quality, there's a Shatton Morgan. That to me is high quality jigging. That is, but we'll come back to that as just when we do comparisons. This as a functional knife, let me tell you, listen to it, there's no half stop, but listen to that positive. It is just amazing. If this isn't coming from the factory where his knives are made, or A.G. Russell, the company knives are made, I don't know. This is just way beyond anything I've seen as far as fit and finish goes. Now, I know a few other people who have got them and they've said there's exactly the same. Amazing fit and finish, amazing quality for the knife. So, I mean, this is a recommend from me all day long from AliExpress. It depends what, everybody's different. Traditional knives do tend to be on a different planet as far as what we'll accept and what we won't accept. But this is a stunning piece of cutlery, just full stop, for any EDC full day use. And 12C27, we all know it's a great steel. Does it last forever? No, but it's so easily brought back even with a strop. So for an EDC, perfect knife, absolutely perfect. And I've carried it for days and not had to have anything else. So what sort of things out there that can compare with this? Well, the big kick at the minute is this knife here, which is another Wharncliffe, and this is a Rough Rider. It's just a single bolster, whereas that's a double bolster. But look at the blades. Let's bring them up. They are almost the same cutting edge, and absolutely beautiful. This is a lovely swedge on it. This also has a smaller swedge. The Rough Rider, to be honest with you, with that lined bolster there at the top, looks beautiful. It's just a plain, I think it's Delrin, with a lanyard hole. This one doesn't, but it has a nice end cap on it. But what a beautiful, beautiful Wharncliffe. Now, this one's 25, I think it's $25.99, say £26, which is say $30 for, let's see, this is $22 or £22 I should say, which over in the States, I know this is about $15 or somewhere along there. So these are two really inexpensive knives. But now, look, I love Rough Rider, and you know I do. I think this is a particularly good piece. I seem to have got a good one. I know it can be hit and miss. I know it can be hit and miss, but I seem to have got a fairly good. The blade grind was a wee bit off on this as well. But this is just, look at this, Rough Rider 2003, there it is, 2038. A beautiful work knife, they call it. Stunning. This is a couple of pound more, absolutely just as stunning. Now, which one would I advise you to buy? Do you want to know something? Either or. Either or. They're pretty good. I think the quality in this is just a little bit higher with the blade steel than the Rough Rider. But as far as in use goes, this is 440A. You know, it doesn't last as long as a 12C27 even, but it still gets you a day's work in with maybe a little strop in between just to keep it up. But the quality we're now getting for £25, $30 is amazing. I really do think it. And when you think there's two knives there, let me bring you in another famous make, which is Case. There's their Wharncliffe. Now, it's a smaller Wharncliffe, but this is about £70, whatever that is in dollars, maybe $60 or whatever, for this small case. The jigging is immensely better than both of them two. The blade steel is not that much better. It's just their true sharp stainless steel. So it's not that much better than the other two, but yet that's $60 and these are, say, $30. $60, $30. So it's twice the price to get this little small knife compared to those. Which, if you want the jigging and that beautiful colour, I mean, I think it's worth it. I enjoy that knife. But this is options. And this is what I'm loving about traditionals at the minute. You get a better set of options than we are on our modern knives. Much better. Here's the other one that I was showing earlier on. This is the Shat Morgan. Now this is just one of my top class knives. This cost over £100 for this Shat Morgan. It's in ATS 24, I think it is. It's not a steel. It's something like the CPM 154 or 54 CM, I should say, the lesser of the two steels, something along them lines. But again, the jigging is much more much better than this, I believe. The fit and finish in this is just immaculate. So again, like our normal knives, like like our modern knives, fit and finish, as you go up, you would expect it to get better. Now, case can be a bit sloppy, and if you're going to spend that money, I mean, I trust where I get it. Moonraker knives, I bought three of these from Moonraker Knives over in the UK. Big shout out to them, because I do ask them to check the knives, and so far they've sent me knives that are of good quality. This is just from AliExpress. Took about a month to get here. The quality was just there. And other people, like I said, that I know and I've talked to about it, theirs is the same. Exactly, the quality is brilliant. So and this is what I keep opening up the traditional, because I don't want it to die. I want traditional knives, and as knife people, we are the only people who's going to keep it going. So as much as modern knives are, they're beautiful, you get in their titanium, you get in whatever, bone and jigging, that is just, when you get these in hand and you hold that is the most comfortable knife. It's a small knife, but you get a full 4 fingers. A small knife, full 4 fingers. It's a work knife. This small knife, you get 4 fingers. Now, it's a medium large hand. It'll maybe be less if you've got a bigger hand, but even 3 fingers with a sway back in that, it makes it very comfortable. This from Rough Rider was an amazing knife. People have gone over the top with it, and some of them have had bad. Like, I just want to show you mine. Look at that. The centering is pretty good. It's a little bit off, but it's a traditional knife. It's handmade. This is handmade. So there we go. This knife here is the one that I'm talking about today. It's an A.G. Russell with a question mark, because I don't know whether they're selling them off in the Chinese market and then the Chinese are selling them back to us. I have no idea how that works. No idea. I have my guesses, but I'm going to keep them to myself. For me, I'm quite happy to spend £25, £26, which is $30, on this knife for this quality. And I put the quality a little bit above the Rough Rider for blade steel and handle material, because it is bone and it's jigged, and I like that, and it's a bit of colour. But as a work knife, unbelievable value for like 25. Well, I think it's under $20 in the States. I mean, you'll not get better than that for that price. That is beautiful. And I think of Wharncliffe, I've become very, very used to this as an EDC knife, because you still have the point, you still have that flat edge. This is not a blade that I'm going to, I wouldn't use it for food particularly, but it's for EDC. I think it's just the perfect blade shape for me, and this is lovely. We can all have our own views. Now, talking about views, let's just get into something. I'm going to move these to the side, right? And these are fine, and they're 25 and 30. I found this, 2 hammers on it. Not sure, or is that axes? Could be 2 axes. I found this lovely little wooden knife, pin construction, proper traditional. Look at that blade centering. It's right up the middle. Nail nick. It's a bit of a sway back. It's a lamb's foot, isn't it? Yeah, it's a lamb's foot. It'll tell you on there. Tomahawk, that's what they are at the front. Lamb's foot. What a lovely little work knife. No idea what the steel is. No idea. Probably C70 or some cheap carbon steel, I would have thought. You know how much this cost me? It's £5. So what, $6, $7 for this little knife. And I know JB has sent me one of his, was the $5 knife. This is the UK equivalent, and I'm going to try and get some more of them and use these in giveaways, because for £5, look at that, it's got half stops. For £5, what a nice little knife. The walk and talk's not the best you're ever going to get, but let me tell you, it's okay. This little knife is okay. Not a lot of spring back, but I've fiddled about with this, and there's nothing wrong with it. So this is my joy of traditional knives. You can start at £5. You can get the medium range, which is 25 to 50, and then you can go upwards when you go to your Shatton Morgans, your Queens, your Case, your GECs, and I have a few GECs coming up which are stunning. But for the money, $30, £25 from AliExpress, buy it and wait. It'll come when it comes, a month to 6 weeks. But that is just, if you're into traditionals or you're not into them and you want to try something, this is one safe bet for me. This is one safe bet. What a beautiful, good, sturdy, look at that. Good, sturdy work knife. Absolutely stunning. And these are the knives you can take out at work and you're not going to scare people because they look attractive. That is not scary when it comes out. People are not going to automatically think the knife man has come. It's just a little knife to cut your dinner or to cut an orange or an apple. So, I probably waffled on there a wee bit too long on that subject, but I just wanted to let you know that out there in this world of traditional knives, there is so many different avenues and so many different brands to go to that give you quality at a price you can afford, or quality at a price you can go up to. And this is top quality, and this is just your medium class. But they'll all work as EDCs. All work as EDCs, and it's not just titanium and it's some high-grade steel. And then you get that for a £5. And it blows it all away. So there we go, folks. I hope you enjoyed that. I really recommend this. I've got a review to do on this one. I'm probably the last one to do it, but I haven't used it enough yet to give it a full review. But it does seem like a really good buy. But today, it's just on that AG Russell. And if you've got any information on AG Russell or why the Chinese are selling these off, if you genuinely know an answer, please let me know. But be nice to me. I'm being nice to you. Take care. I'm away for a wee cup of tea. Bye now. Paddy's gone.